Got you outside. Good afternoon, all. It's a beautiful day here in I don't know if you can see here outside my screen. Beautiful blue skies, lovely weather. I will not be going out in it. I'll be in the crib with my blinds closed, catching up on stuff because it's been a it's been a long week. I wonder what it looks like. I'm going to test something since I don't have people in here right now. I'm going to test something real quick. Oh, I guess I don't have it. What's this? Oh, no. Last time it had an option for me to stream while I'm playing a game on my phone, but it doesn't have that option today. I guess that was just a test or something. Anywho, good morning, everyone. I'm late making my breakfast. That's what I'm doing right now. Then I'm going to edit some stuff, probably try to watch the Notre Dame game that I didn't get to watch yesterday because it came on the same time as my South Carolina game, or around the same time. I was at work, so I couldn't watch it. By the time I got done with South Carolina, Notre Dame was off. I know they lost. So, I mean, Notre Dame is not in the greatest of positions right now. You really only have Hannah Hidalgo, who is a for sure bucket getter. We have Kassan Prosper, who is supplementary to her, but it's just not enough firepower. We would have to have everybody hitting on all cylinders at all times for them to win some notable games. I think we lost to Louisville last night, or Louisville, as some people call it. I call it Louisville because where I'm from, that's what they call it. But I will watch that game. South Carolina game. Man, South Carolina, hey Groovy. South Carolina was working my nerves. Do y'all hear me? Like, I'm gonna have to get my glasses because I can't see. South Carolina, the turnovers, the missed shots, like right in the beginning. Like, I was already questioning what I do with my glasses. I was already questioning what was going on when I was watching, or I didn't even get to watch the Texas LSU game because I was at work, but I was watching the score. And I was like, how is it possible that both these teams only have 9 points in the first quarter? And it was like almost at the end of the quarter, I think they both only had 9 points. Here we go with South Carolina playing Texas, and we barely get 13 out of the first quarter. Like, I was very disturbed by watching the beginning of that game, because Texas was making so many mistakes. They were hitting their shots. I think they were like 50% from the field, but they kept turning the ball over. And I'm like, this is the perfect opportunity. Oh Lord, my dogs. This is the perfect opportunity You know you can't be over there with him. Let's go sit down. Come on. Come on. Come here. He's not bothering you. Relax. Sit right there. I was saying this would be the perfect opportunity for South Carolina to pounce. Like they're making all these turnovers, 22 turnovers. We should have had 50 points off of 22 turnovers. I didn't look up the box scores to see how many points we got off their turnovers, but it wasn't that many. We didn't capitalize on it. That could have been a blowout. It just wasn't. But to Texas's credit, their defense was really good. Like our defense was really good. So you got two defenses going at each other. The scoring is just not going to happen. We had a lot of unforced errors, and they did too. But at least we stayed with them when they did try to score. We were pretty good on defense at certain times. But a win is a win, like I said on my other video. So I don't care if we won by 1 point. The win is a win, and we got it. So when it counted, we scored. Shout out to Okot hitting that 3. Shout out to Big Time Tess hitting that 3 when we needed it. Shout out to Raven Johnson with the back-to-back buckets that we needed. Shout out to Adele with the blocks. Like we had some things going. So I'm not completely disappointed in South Carolina. It was just a mucky game, but we always seem to play like that against Texas. It's always a knockout, drag out type of thing, and nobody can really jump out and like score really well. At least we seem to have an issue doing that when we're playing Texas. Now we still win, but it's always a fight. What is going on? I gotta put my glasses on because I can't see the names. Hold on 1 second, though. Okay, glasses are on. Now I can actually see the words. I am not about Texas fumbling leads like that versus South Carolina that started out sloppy. AF damn it, they should have beat Gamecocks, but guess we're gonna do it ourselves. V-Day gonna break South Carolina hearts. Oh, are you talking about LSU? Is that who you're talking about on the 14th? Let me go eat. Be right back. It's cool. If you're talking about South Carolina versus LSU, yes, that's gonna be one for the ages because it's a lot of tension with those teams already, but now the added having them with Malaysia on the team now, that's gonna be interesting to see what they do. But I'm not sure if that's who you're talking about. If you are talking about LSU, but both of those are my teams. Y'all know this. I like LSU and South Carolina, but facts are facts, guys. Facts are facts. Not saying LSU simply cannot beat South Carolina. History shows LSU has not beat South Carolina in a very long time. So if you're confident in your team, of course, everybody wants to be confident in their team, and we'll just see. We'll see what happens. I don't know about breaking hearts. We'll see. We'll just see. I don't like picking sides when it comes to that, and I know y'all hate that. My South Carolina fans hate that I don't choose a straight side when it's going to LSU, and the LSU Tiger, they don't like it when I don't pick straight up LSU. For that, I have to be neutral because I like both teams. But facts are facts, and the history, like I said, shows that LSU has had a time beating South Carolina. And it's come close a couple of times, but they just haven't done it in a long time. But we'll see if having Malaysia on the team, if she will change anything about that. She does know their plays. She does know what they're going to do. But I mean, LSU has played South Carolina a lot, probably just as much as Texas has. So I think, you know, just as much as LSU may know about South Carolina, South Carolina knows LSU too. So it just depends on the personnel, and we'll see what happens. SC does run. SC runs the SEC. South Carolina is not losing to LSU. What's going on, Pharaoh? South Carolina owns the Tigers. And we're gonna see. You know, that's gonna be wild. That's gonna be very wild if LSU finally beats South Carolina this in February. It's gonna be crazy if that happens. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, we got talent on both sides. We haven't even, I think the mistakes that South Carolina made with Texas is uncharacteristic. That's not something we normally do. But if we can tough it out, even playing the way that we played and still get a win against a team like Texas, you know, that just continues to battle test us and make us stronger for the next game and the next game and the next game and the next game and the next challenge that we get. So I'm very proud of how they reacted and what they did. Farrell says he thinks South Carolina, you're going to win by 3. It's going to be at the buzzer. Ooh, who's going to hit it? Who is going to hit that? Is it going to be Tess? Is it going to be Raven? Or somebody we don't even think of? Who's going to hit that buzzer beater? Because that would be crazy. That would be crazy if we win by a buzzer beater. And it's going to be at PMAC this year. So that's going to go wild. I think for LSU, MK12, she is like the motor in that whole situation. Like if she gets on a heater, it's very tough competition. We know what Flage can do. We know what Lay can do. But they have like Grace Knox. If she gets going, Jada, if she gets going, they have the pieces just like we do. It just depends on who utilizes their pieces the best. And it's always an up and down. But I mean, look, if South Carolina is a different team than they were 2 years ago when they had Camilla and Pow Pow and Bree Hall, the same way LSU is a different team than when they had Angel and Anissa and Big Foe all playing together. So I can't really call it. We'll see. We will see. Tess Johnson is going to hit the buzzer beater. I can see that. I can see that. What if it's somebody crazy like the way Okot hit that 3-pointer? Just it didn't even touch the net. It just went right in. What if we had somebody like Adele or like another Camila Cardoso surprise buzzer beater? Like what if we had one of those? That would be wild. That would be wild. I do know that this game, that's probably the most anticipated game of the year. And it always is. I think last year it's always on national TV. South Carolina, LSU, because they are the top teams in the SEC. The SEC is the best conference in all of NCAA. And when those two teams come together, people watch. Love it or hate it, whether you're on one side or the other side or on both sides. It's always a good game to watch. So we'll see. Yeah, it'll be cool. I mean, I can see Tess hitting giving us a jumper because she came alive in the finals, or not finals, in the championship game, her and Lay. So I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Or what if it's something? What if? Hold on, Groovy. Whoever wins the turnover battle wins between LSU versus South Carolina. Thank you, Groovy. Brr, 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 brr. I don't have my sound effects on me, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, whoever wins the turnover battle between LSU, yeah, South Carolina don't really be turning the ball over like that, like 20 times. They may do 13, 14, but I don't think they average that much. So yeah, whoever wins the turnover battle, because LSU has games where they have large turnovers too. So we'll just see. We will just see. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna be. I'm probably gonna be here watching it under my covers, like with it over my head, because it's just hard. It's hard to watch both teams play each other. Um, but I mean, what if what's her name? Alicia? Is that her name? Alicia Turnabees? Is that how you say her name? What if she gets hot and goes on a heater? Don't nobody know nothing about her. Like it could be a post situation, because we know guard on guard it can be a battle. But I mean, if we step up on our post, I think our post can take LSU's post for sure. Because although Caval is getting there, I think her like getting used to the toughness of the SEC. She's still working on that. Joyner is good though. Joyner's good. Like I said, Grace Knox is good. But if we really power through, Joyce Edwards, Turnbees, Delhi, if we can really tighten up on that, it could be a real good battle. Um, Chicago Cheetah says South Carolina will never win in LSU as long as we're this good. It ain't happening. Okay, we'll see. Chicago Cheetah. I mean, a lot of y'all are convicted in y'all teams, and y'all can have that. We will see. I mean, it's gonna be tough. I was invited to go to the game. I am not gonna be in that PMAC cheering for both teams. I'm not gonna do that to myself. The same way I would not go to South Carolina and cheer for both teams. I'm not gonna do that. Um, I will be at home. But yeah, that's gonna be a crazy environment. Those two teams probably have some of the loudest um, fans. Like even when I went to Texas, when I went to the Texas game against LSU, like we had a little LSU section, and that section we were loud, and we were all over the arena. Because my section, we started. I forgot what we were cheering. I forgot whatever it was that we were cheering, but we noticed another like three or four other sections around the arena were also cheering that same thing. And I was like, man, we all over the place. It was dope. So we were kind of not louder than the Texas crowd, but we were also winning most of that game that day. So we were pretty loud up until the very end. And then, Texas snuck in and won on us. But being in a PMAC or being at CLA, those have to be the loudest arenas there. And they go up for their team. So we see. We will see. Farrell says LSU Bigs can't stop nobody. Chicago Cheetah says, by the way, it took South Carolina seeing LSU beat Texas for them to even have confidence to do it. Okay, Chicago Cheetah, relax. You're doing a little too much, because we didn't need the confidence of LSU beating Texas to beat Texas. We beat Texas. What they say? Uh, 5 out of the last 6 times we beat Texas. We only lost to Texas this season. We beat them last season twice, I believe. Um, or was it Don against Vic Schaefer? Regardless, South Carolina has no issue beating Texas. I don't think it's the confidence that they needed to beat Texas. They needed the confidence in themselves to stop turning that ball over 20 freaking times and play like they know how to play. Not saying Texas isn't challenging, but let's come on. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. CLA is better than the PMAC. I've never been to CLA. I have been to PMAC though, but I went not for an LSU game. I went to see. I went last season to see Chicago, Chicago Sky play the Brazilian national team. So I was in the PMAC, but I wasn't there for an LSU game. But it feels like I like PMAC is pretty cool. I liked the arena or the I guess it's an arena, right? I liked everything, like walking through there. I saw the little tiger. They have like a real tiger outside the arena or whatever. I got to see that, and then you just see like all the history and stuff they have over the walls. That was a pretty cool thing to see. I do want to go to CLA though. I was supposed to go. I know Sess Talk Sports. They were having a meetup there next month. I was supposed to go to that, but money was funny. I wasn't able to do that. I was still planning on trying to go myself, but I don't think that's going to happen now. But I would like to go to CLA as well. We shall see. But I ain't about the wars, y'all. I'm not going in on the LSU South Carolina wars. It is already tiring enough to see it on Twitter when I log in because y'all be doing too much. Y'all be doing way too much. And sometimes I just want to open up Twitter and laugh and not have to deal with no turf wars or nothing like that. Anyway, speaking of other stuff, I've seen that Vandy is still undefeated. I see that Iowa State has now lost 3 in a row. So I don't know what voodoo y'all put on Iowa State and Audie Crooks, but y'all did that, and now they've lost 3 in a row. Thank you, Chicago Cheetah. Hold on. Burr, 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 burr. What does your comment say, though? LSU by 10, 80-70 over South Carolina on February 14th. Okay, we'll see. Farrell says somebody's going to hit a buzzer beater, and South Carolina will win by 3. And Cheetah says that LSU will win by 10. So we'll see. February 14th. Vanderbilt is good. Yeah, I am LSU. I had to grab my grub quick. We can talk it out now. I'm not talking no wars. I'm not doing that. But what's your thoughts? People are putting their predictions in for who they think is going to win on Valentine's Day. Sheeta says LSU's winning by 10. Farrell says South Carolina is going to win by 3. Is going to be a buzzer beater. And Tessa Johnson is probably going to hit that. And that's what's going on. Ooh, Vandy played Michigan on Monday. I saw Michigan go on a heater the other day too. So I mean I like Vandy. Is Vandy the sleeper that's going to creep in and end up being a part of the Final Four, being that they're still undefeated, 18-0? I mean, they're in conference play now, so I don't know how. Wait a minute, they're in our conference. Am I right? Vandy's in our conference, correct? Wow, can they be a part of the Final Four with the others? Because I always go for South Carolina, LSU making it to the Final Four. I think UConn will be there. Will it be? I mean, you still have UCLA, you still have Texas, and some of the top teams. Will there be a sleeper team that comes up and joins the Final Four and maybe knock off one of these other teams or join the other teams? That's going to be interesting to see. How do you say this? Is it Washanda Love Honda? Washanda Love Honda? Hada? Am I saying that right? Give me a shorter version of that, because or did you have a different name and they made you switch to your original name? Let me know, because maybe I forgot. But Axe Texas and Rory, they was shook, and PMAC CLA never shook them at all. Texas was the better team. Number 5 Vanderbilt plays number 2 Gamecocks next Sunday in CLA. Vandy losing that without a doubt. 1 Blake's versus a 3-headed snake. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, we play Vandy. That'll be a good game. I just want to say, on top of everything else, I am so proud, and I don't care what nobody says. Raven is my PG. I love what she's doing this season. I love that she's taking more shots, but she's also making more shots than she did last season. There was a season before that um, where she sorry, I dropped something. She was very more offensively aggressive at times. But I love, you can tell she's been working on her handles, working on her driving to the basket. I always loved her shot. I love the way she shoots. I don't know. I just do. Some people just have like pretty shots. It's just something about the way she shoots the ball I really like, especially when she's shooting from three. Um, Kind of like MK12. MK12 has a really pretty, to me, shot. But regardless, I love how she's been aggressive. I love her drives to the basket. I love how she just knows basketball. She knows when to pass it, how to pass it. She knows how to get people in the right positions. And then if she can't do that, then she will drive if she has to or take the shot. And she doesn't make them all the time, but who does, right? So I'm very proud of Raven. I think she's been doing amazing. Um, she's my point guard. I want her to be a high draft pick. I don't care what nobody else says or nobody else's opinion. Ain't nobody debate me on Raven Johnson. That is what my opinion is what my opinion is. Ain't nobody changing my mind. Raven Johnson is my point guard. And I'm going to be very sad to see her leave South Carolina, but I hope if there is a draft, because who knows what's going on with the WNBA, but I hope she does get to go to a team where they can nurture her, continue to help her grow, and she can be an asset to that team. I would love to see her on the Aces. I think her being on the Aces is a match made in heaven, but I don't know. I would say Chicago, but I would love to see her reunite with Angel and Camilla. But I already told y'all Chicago don't deserve nice things, and unless something changes there, I don't wish that on her. But I would love to see her go to Vegas to be with her favorite player of all time, Chelsea Gray. I think Chelsea can teach her a lot. Her getting that experience with a championship team can only help her elevate. Hey, Jonathan. Hold on. Oh, y'all been talking. Michigan gonna stop somebody. Definitely not in LSU section. So good luck. That is two names. Can't pronounce them at once. Washu. Oh, I don't. Okay, Washu. I can call you Washu. Okay. Gamecocks in their Raven debate, but last night she deserved credit. She deserves credit. She deserves credit every day, Washu. So I said what I said. I'm not. I'm not taking that back. Farrell says Raven Johnson is my favorite PG, but Joyce is my favorite South Carolina player. I like Joyce, but Raven is my favorite player. It was obviously I really liked Camilla back when she was playing. I just liked the Camilla and Angel matchup whenever they played each other. That's what made me a fan, kind of more so of both South Carolina and LSU because I loved the like the on court monster that Angel was. She wasn't backing down from nobody, and I just loved watching her play. And when it came to South Carolina, Camilla wasn't backing down from Angel. Angel wasn't backing down from Camilla. It was just a head-on battle, and I love to watch that. So I loved watching That was what my draw was at that time. But Raven has always kind of had a special place in my heart, the same way like Anissa Morrow. Um, this season for LSU, I've been pulling for Zakiya Johnson. Something about her I really like. Of course, I'm a fan of Big Foe. I like what she does. I would like to see her do a little bit more. Not that she can't, but I don't know. She's been dealing with injuries and some other stuff. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Everybody likes watching Lay, even when she was in with South Carolina. Latson came back at the right time for them. Tyler Marsh was scouting at the game, and only Raven and two others are WNBA eligible. Yeah, I know. I heard that he was there. I would love Raven to be in Chicago with Angel Camilla, but I also don't want that because I don't want Angel Camilla in Chicago. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one for me. Rory was eligible too. Okay. Raven Johnson is definitely my point guard. Um, her defense, leadership, and the way she runs the offense and facilitates is why South Carolina won 3 championships. Speak to them. Speak to them because they don't like to give Raven her props. Speak to it, Jonathan. Let the people know. I mean, 2 NCAA championships. Yeah, two. I am making breakfast at, it's almost about to be 2 o'clock. Oh my God, this is crazy. I woke up late today and then I had to go run some errands. So I just got back home and I still want breakfast. So I'm making breakfast. Lay was always meant for Showtime. She literally a walking highlight reel. It's a match made in heaven. Yeah, that's why I can't wait until I feel like Lay will shine in a league like unrivaled because it's mainly one-on-one, really is what it is. And that's where you can do the behind the back acrobatic layups. She can dunk as well, so that setting to me would be perfect for a person like Lay. And then you get to the one-on-one tournament, the 1v1 tournament. I can see her running through that whole thing. Zakiya Johnson had that interview on the local Baton Rouge. What was it about? Let me see. They don't think Raven Johnson is a good point guard because she's not a shot chucker. Goes for a lot of assists and shoots logo threes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I keep saying Johnson is a true point guard. If you look up the definition of what a point guard does, that's what Raven Johnson is. She doesn't have to be this mega scoring player to be a good point guard. She don't have to get 50 assists to be a great point guard because if you see how she sets things up and especially how South Carolina plays, they share the ball a lot. That ball will touch 3 or 4 people before it ever gets to the person that's actually going to shoot the ball. They do that a lot. A lot of her dimes that she does get is from fast break points and stuff like that. It's not a lot of sets where she just gives the ball to the person that's going to shoot every time. So you can't really go off that. But, I mean, if you look at her basketball IQ, is she the floor general? Does she facilitate the offense? Is she and she's a beast on defense. Although I don't know what she was doing yesterday. Earlier in the game yesterday, I wasn't. I'm like, why are you going over all these screens? Like, you know better than that. But she tightened it up and she got it together. But normally she is part of the seatbelt gang. She does a great job there. So the pure definition of what a point guard is, that's what Raven Johnson is. And I understand that the game evolves, things change. Just like, what a four does is not what they do these days. What a center does is supposed to do is not what a lot of centers do these days. So I mean, sometimes the definitions get blurred with the way that the game grows. Hey, MJ Lover, what's going on? MK12 for sure leader for us now. Washu says, I'm not going to talk about Raven, let y'all feel good about it, but we think she's a bit overrated, but don't worry about us talking. Oh, I don't worry about y'all talking. Trust me, you will not shake me in what I think and feel about Raven Johnson. So feel how you feel. Everybody's got an opinion. That is okay with me. I am fine with everybody's differing opinions in this chat, as long as it doesn't get disrespectful. Outside of that, y'all can think what y'all think. The ops was saying Z has an Anissa Morrow starter pack kit. Gamecocks always got something to say about LSU. Then cry when the blast back at the. What are you talking about? What's going on? Why are we talking about this? We're not in here for no wars, guys. I'm not in here for the South Carolina LSU wars, like I already told y'all earlier, so we can dead that noise. We're not talking about that in here. Go talk about that somewhere else. We got Twitter for that. MJ Lover says, I was in and out of the game last night as I was stroking the streets to make ends meet. Oh, my Lord. Stroking the streets? I've never heard that, MJ Lover. What are you talking about? Hey, sis. Okay, Seth says she said it, but y'all can talk about it over there. Hey, Stan, what's going on? How are y'all? MJ Lover, what did I walk into? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to talk a little sports. I'm not here for the wars. That ain't my platform. Damn, what is Seth doing here? Long time no see. See, she be popping up. Speaking of Seth, catch us tonight after the last Unrivaled game. We will be live covering Unrivaled. I want to apologize Monday. Monday I wasn't able to join or have the show. I had to work really late, and by the time I got home, I hadn't watched any of the games. By the time we should have been going live, I hadn't even seen the games yet. So couldn't do it on Monday, but we will be live tonight. We will be live Saturday, and if nothing changes, we will be live Sunday and Monday covering the games. So I hope to see y'all there. Wasu is banned. You can't talk about it over there? Well, you can't talk about it here either. So I don't know where you're going to go to talk about it. If she banned you, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Second season been coming here. Some mod, don't remember who. MJ Lover says, well, last night was actually a testament to what winning ugly games versus teams you played 6-7 times in 2 seasons. That's what they look like, ugly. Yeah, it wasn't good, but like I said, I applaud them not getting frustrated, not giving up, not letting it get to them to where they're making more mistakes than they were already making. One thing when I watch South Carolina, their head is like, they don't get too frazzled. They just keep playing. Even last year, even the year before, I remember when they were playing Iowa. Was that in the Final Four we were playing? No, the championship game. We were playing Iowa. Iowa was whooping us in the beginning. They really were. And the world is watching, everybody's cheering all on TV, commentators, going for Iowa and all this other stuff because they wanted CC to get her chip and all this other stuff, and they're showing like where it is in Iowa, and they have all these people watching from their arena or somewhere outside. It was some big thing. It's all this stuff going on. South Carolina's down, and they just kept playing and chipping away and playing and chipping away, and next thing you know, we have this lead, and we keep the lead, and we're almost blowing them out. They never got frazzled. They never got upset. Dawn wasn't even calling timeouts. That's the crazy thing about me when I watch Dawn. They will be in some tough situations, and Dawn will just sit there and make them play through it. She will not bail them out with a timeout. And I think that's what's kind of made them the way that they are, where they don't get frazzled because they know they're going to have to just play through it. Not everybody's going to stop you and rescue you and help you in those times. Sometimes you just got to figure it out, play like you know how to play, do the things that they taught y'all in practice, and execute it. And so that's what I do enjoy about South Carolina, is that they don't seem to get rattled too much. They'll make mistakes, but it's never like, I might be freaking out at home, but I never see that. Even when they were down against Tennessee, they're about to lose the game. They were about to lose that game. It's just, I don't know. I was freaking out, and they just made it happen. I don't know. I do enjoy that about them. Jonathan says, well, everyone's favorite point guard was from Iowa that scored 30 points and 10 assists game, lost both back-to-back big ones. Yep. Cheetah says it was a great interview. Zakai Johnson also talked about why she chose LSU. I'll have to check that one out. I'm sure it's on YouTube. MJ Lover says that's also a testament to good teams that don't duck smoke and ain't afraid to play top teams year in, year out, pre-conference and in-conference games. Seth says, tell us when you live. Cheetah says, hopefully you can go back to back, but I think it's going to be difficult in the second season. Rose right now is playing like they playing like they want that chip right now. They're like the Hootie Who's last year. We haven't lost any games yet. We're just 3-0 though. But I think we play tonight. I want to say we play Hive. I can't remember. I got to look at the schedule. But yeah, Roses look like right now they're looking like they could take the chip again. That'd be crazy. Yeah, the interview was nice. Should have addressed her own goals and setbacks in the season. Much more detail. Texas played good defense with their inbound denial defense. What people forget is that we are also a top 7 defense in the nation. Yeah. I was getting upset that we couldn't inbound the ball. That was driving me crazy. But yeah, like I said, both teams had great defense. If it wasn't for our defense, it probably would have turned out a little bit differently, but we were doing what we needed to do. This is what the standard looks like. We play in April for January. MJ Lover says, plus we all know that we don't need one person to score 25 for us to have a chance to win games. We had almost 6 people in double figures versus Texas last night. We shot horrible. All the starters were in double figures. I think Joyce Edwards was the highest with 14 points. Nobody had more than 14 points on the team. All starters in double figures. And I'm trying to see if the bench, I can't remember the bench output. Never shook. Medina knocking down that 3 when we were only up 1 was huge. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't hear this, but the commentators were saying when Medina had the ball, the crowd was like, no. And when she made it, obviously they started cheering. Did y'all hear that? Or did y'all hear groaning? Like you can hear noise, but I didn't think, maybe I really wasn't paying attention, but I didn't think it was like the crowd said, don't shoot it. No, oh my God, no, not her. I don't know if I heard that, but I did hear that obviously the crowd, yell when she did make it. So let me know if y'all took it that way. You did hear some noise. I just don't know It didn't feel like to me they were saying no, don't shoot it, but that's what the commentators were saying. Latson came back at the right time. Let's be honest. We appreciate having all our players. Just like if someone was missing from LSU, we would need to have all our players around for that as well. She's definitely an asset to us. I like the growth of Gotti too. She is long and she's aggressive. I'm talking about Makir. Yeah, she was clutch for us from time to time. I like her movement. She's very smooth. I like the way she plays. Um, Yo, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Driving skate. Hello, how are you? Our Eiffel Tower is going to pay dividends before the end of the season. Mark that down. Yeah, J-Spot, they didn't want Medina to shoot that three. So they were saying no? I didn't hear that. That's crazy. I thought it was just anticipation of like the shot happening. I didn't know they were saying like don't take that shot. That's crazy. Good shot by Akkad. Would you trust Akkad to shoot it? Look, anybody can make the shot, obviously. I didn't have it when I saw the ball was when I saw it was open. I was like, I didn't realize she could shoot threes. She took it and made it. I mean, we know how to rebound, so if she hadn't have made it, somebody would have rebounded the ball. I wasn't too worried about her taking that shot. That wasn't a concern of mine. Angel got the new colorways coming out. Which ones? Those navy and whites? I saw those. I'm good, J Spot. How about you? I'm good. I'm making breakfast at 2 o'clock. About to eat breakfast, work on some stuff, and then get ready for my show tonight. And Raven Johnson, only the people that know basketball know how vital she has been for us the last 4 seasons. Yeah, I spoke about that. That's my girl. Just chilling today. Wait, I thought they were black and white. They look navy to me. They look white and navy, or navy, mostly navy and white, but I don't know. Whenever she drops them officially, we'll see, but they looked navy to me. There was a black and white picture where there wasn't any color, but there's one in color, and it just the black looks very navy. What we think is black is navy. You excited for the games tonight? I gotta see who's playing tonight. I don't even know who's playing. But I'm gonna say this, Seth. I know you said you don't want to watch the Hootie Who's play, but I'm excited to see what Aaliyah Edwards does. I know the odds are not in their favor to win games, but Aaliyah be going off. Like she is she's so much better than she was last season, and she was good last season. So to see her like scoring the way she's scoring and the efficiency is there. I think she had 30. Did she have 36 points or something last game? Like I like watching that. Like I don't. It sucks to watch them lose if they lose the game, but Aaliyah's putting in that work. So I got to give her some props and watch and support her. It's probably because of the blue logo on the bottom part of the shoe. I don't know. It just looked navy to me. I had asked somebody else were those black, white and black, or white and navy, and they said it looked navy to them too. Jonathan, Aces fan right here. All right, the WNBA 2025 champions, Aces. Wait, where's the aces? Aces right there. Shout out, shout out. It's fun. Are you talking about Unrivals then? Diehard Aces fan, three of a kind. Three of a kind. Look, my friend lives in Vegas. She went to the parade and they were handing these out, and she got me one. I need to put it up in my studio, but she got me one of these. I know it's backwards to you guys, but it does say three of a kind. She got me one of those. Ooh. With that said, I have Breeze in the finals facing Rose. That's going to be good. Team Young and Turnt versus the point guard and her rosebuds. That's going to be a good. That would be a good matchup. I don't know if y'all saw that video. I had to sit this down. Hold on. I don't know if y'all saw that video of after the game when Azare and Rakia were kind of going at it playfully, but they were going at it after the team win, and then Shakira jumps in and Cam is there, and they're all kind of going back and forth with each other. It was pretty fun. A fun watch. There's some Europeans purchasing her shoes right now. GOAT movie. Oh yeah, the GOAT movie. Are y'all excited about watching that? That is, I just saw the preview for it yesterday. It's a cartoon about a goat who wants to play basketball. It is produced by Steph Curry, and it has Asia in it. It has my two faves. Asia and Angel are in it. Steph Curry's in it. Dwayne Wade is in it. Who else did they say? I don't remember everybody else, but it's a bunch of basketball players lending their voice to this movie. I think it's dope, and I'm so excited. So excited for that, to hear Asia and Angel in a cartoon in this movie. It's gonna be dope. My girls keep winning. People can hate on them all they want. They are winning in life, and you can't stop that. No matter how bad you don't like them. Oh wait, J-Spot, did you know that South Carolina now has 2-game lead over LSU and Texas in the SEC now? I wasn't sure if you knew that or not. I didn't know that, but thank you, MJ. Laces are going to try and have something to say, looks like. Laces are so, what's the word? Disciplined. They're a disciplined team. They play the right kind of basketball. You can't go wrong with Jackie Young, obviously. AT. But I don't know. It's tight competition. Like last year was solely I keep calling them the Hootie Hoos, Lunar Owls. It seems like they were like the team just would take off and just run the league. But you have Rose, you have Breeze, you have Laces. Like there's some competition out there. There's some competition. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. I had to mention that because there's going to have to be a number of upsets for us to lose the SEC regular season title. From this point, LSU, Kentucky, Tennessee, and maybe Vandy have a chance. Okay. I didn't know that's how they do that. I guess that's right. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't not that I wasn't aware of it. I just wasn't thinking about that. But okay. I forgot all about that. But it's slim. Yeah, Angel and Asia, let's fucking go. Caitlin's fans won't stop hating and won't stop calling them names, which is probably why a lot of popular companies aren't sponsoring her. I don't think that has anything to do with her fans being jerks. But look, those two women right there are blessed. Like God's got them. So whatever it is that somebody else wants to say, they can call them names. They can diminish their accomplishments. They particularly definitely try to do that with Asia. She's the MVP, and you still got people out here talking about how things were given to her and how she's on this, such a great team and they're carrying her and all this other stuff. You can't stop what she has going on because A, she's too skilled. B, she's too blessed. C, she's just a go-getter. And things are going to come to her. So be mad on your couch all you want to, but you can't stop what these two ladies have going on. Angel got a whole other thing going on. The fact that they're both so successful in the different paths that they're taking, but they keep crossing paths. Like that's what I love about it. Them being my two favorite players, they're on two different spectrums of their journey, but they always somehow always cross paths because their journey is more similar than a lot of people think. They're just on two different paths. So it's amazing to see. Y'all going ham in the comments over Valentine's Day game. I cannot wait until that happens. So that game happens and we can see we can get that final score because oh, it's gonna be insufferable. It's gonna be whoever loses that game, y'all gonna just have to deal. That's gonna be crazy. But anyway, y'all, it's 2 o'clock. It's after 2 o'clock. I gotta go. I gotta finish eating. I gotta work on some edits. I gotta take a nap. I gotta clean, and then I gotta get ready for tonight's show. So hopefully y'all join us tonight. It's usually around 9:30, 9:45 Central Time where we go live and talk about the unrivaled games. We'll probably cover Monday's games as well since we missed that one. But come back and see us. We'll be live on both platforms. And come talk some hoops with us, unrivaled hoops. All right. So thank y'all for chatting it up in my chat. That helps my my algorithm and my numbers. I appreciate y'all. Everybody's opinion is welcome here as long as we don't get disrespectful. I always say that. So y'all have at it. I will see y'all tonight for Unrivaled or On the Court with Jay and Sess. Unmatched coverage of Unrivaled. We'll see y'all tonight. All right. Peace out.